Hello, Gavin McCormack here, and welcome back to another Financial Fundamental. Now, in this course, we are looking at all things finance. We're talking about money, statistics, percentages, profit, loss, interest. It's all in this course, and this week we've got a situation for you to decide, and it's one that's just around the corner for every pupil who's on this course. Now this week we're going to ask you to step into the shoes of a young man called Jordan Harris. Now Jordan Harris is 19 years of age. He has just finished high school and he's about to make a very big decision. He's deciding which university to go to and which course to study. Now this Financial Fundamental this week is not about the course he chooses, of course. It's about finances and it's about money. Now this week's challenge is not around which course he should choose, but more importantly, how will he navigate the situation of university financially? You see, when you go to university, there are many options you can take, but Jordan this week has 3 options to contemplate. Firstly, he's deciding whether to go to a university and take something called a student loan. Now, governments around the world want to help their people, their young people, go to university. But university is very expensive. It can cost up to $18,000 to study a course just for 1 year. And if you've got a 4-year or 5-year degree, well, that can soon get up to almost $100,000. And it will be very hard for someone at 18 or 19 years of age to save up $100,000. So governments give something called a student loan. Now a student loan is where they loan the money to the student as they pay for their course when they're studying, and this is a perfect solution. But there's one catch. When you graduate and you finish your degree and you head out into the world to do your job as the doctor, or the teacher, or the architect, or the baker, or the plumber, you have to start paying that money back to the government with interest. And this can be quite crippling when you're older because you've just finished your university degree. You can't wait to get out into the world and earn some money, buy a car, buy a house, but big problem. You still have to pay the $100,000 back to the government. That is his first choice. His second choice is that he's going to go to university, but while he's at university, he's going to get a part-time job, maybe 2 part-time jobs. In the evening, he may work in a restaurant as a waiter. In the daytime, he may work in a supermarket on the checkouts, and he's going to try to earn money so that he can pay for his degree. He can pay for his degree while he's learning. But there's another problem with this scenario, in that he will have to study. He'll have many hours of study in the lecture theatre, he'll have many assignments to do, he'll have many books to read. But at the same time, he might have to work 1, 2, or even 3 jobs to pay for his university. Is this a good choice? And the third choice that Jordan's got this week is he's thinking about maybe delaying going to university, taking something that we call a gap year, a year off. So instead of starting university at 19, he might start university at 20 or 21. And while he's waiting to go to university, he's going to get a full-time job and earn the money, just enough money to be able to pay for his degree when he finally starts. But once again, there's another problem. Maybe in 2 years' time, he'll love his new job so much that he won't want to go to university, and this can also be a problem. Now this week, you have to put yourself in the shoes of Jordan Harris and make a decision, because this is a life scenario that all of us will have to contemplate at some point just around the corner. And it's a very, very important lesson. But it's not just about the numbers. This is also about the ethics. What do we believe is right for Jordan? Maybe it's okay to take that student loan because he's going to get an amazing degree with a very high salary and he can pay it back very quickly. But also, maybe if he takes a gap year, he might not go to university at all, and maybe his parents could be disappointed in him, or he might feel that he's missed out on a great opportunity. This week, you have to put yourself in his shoes and make a decision. Remember, all of the decisions are correct. There is no right or wrong answer. This is for you to talk about with your peers, with your classmates, with your teacher, with your friends, and make a decision. But before you can do that, you must do the calculations to make sure that you understand all the numbers, because this is what's very, very important indeed in this course, Financial Fundamentals. Thank you for tuning in this week, and we'll see you all next time.